But shouldn't one consult others and get their opinions before beginning important plans?
Opinions are like the sands of the desert, and most of them are about as slippery. Everyone has an opinion about practically everything, but most of them are unworthy of trust. The man who hesitates because he wants the opinion of others before he begins to exercise his personal initiative usually winds up by doing nothing. Of course, there are exceptions to this rule. There are times when the counsel and advice of others are absolutely essential for success. But if you refer to idle opinions of bystanders, let them alone. Avoid them as you would an epidemic of disease, for that is exactly what idle opinions are, a disease. Everyone has a flock of them, and most people hand them out freely, without being asked. If you want an opinion on which you can rely, consult the man who is known to be an authority on the subject in connection with which you seek an opinion. Pay him for his counsel, but avoid free opinions, because they are generally worth exactly what one pays for them. I recall quite clearly what some acquaintances of mine said when they heard I was planning to cut the price of steel to $20 a ton. "He'll go broke," they shouted. They gave me free advice without my seeking it. I passed it by and went ahead with my plans. Steel came down to $20 a ton. When Henry Ford announced he would give the people a dependable automobile for less than $1,000, they shouted, "He'll go broke." But Ford went ahead with his plans, and one day he will be the dominating factor in one of America's greatest industries, and he'll not go broke. When Columbus announced that he would sail his little boats across an uncharted ocean and discover a new route to India, the doubting Thomases cried out, "He's crazy. He'll never come back." But he did come back. When Copernicus announced he had invented an instrument with which he had revealed hidden worlds never before seen by the human eye, these same free opinion fellows hooted, "Heretic, put him to the torch." They actually wanted to burn him for daring to use his own initiative. When Alexander Graham Bell announced he had invented a telephone with which people could talk to one another at long distance by the use of wires, the unbelievers yelled, "Poor Alex has gone crazy." But Bell went ahead with his idea and perfected it, although the time did not appear to be just right. And you'll have your turn with these free opinion boys who spend their time trying to discourage men from using their own initiative. You'll hear them cry out, "He can't do it. He can't give the world a philosophy of individual achievement because no one has ever done it before." But if you take my advice, you will go right ahead and back your judgment on your own initiative. When you succeed, as succeed you will, the world will crown you with glory and lay its treasures at your feet, but not until you've taken the risk and have proved your ideas sound. Don't become discouraged because other people may tell you the time is not right. The time is always right for the man who knows what he wants and goes to work to get it. The world needs a philosophy of individual achievement. It has always needed such a philosophy. Go ahead and supply that need no matter how long it takes or what sacrifices you may have to make to do the job. Do the job the best you can, and you'll learn from first-hand experience that these calamity howlers are nothing but a bunch of disappointed human beings who are suffering with an inferiority complex because they have neglected to use their own initiative.